Good evening. It's a story that's dominated Queen's Park over the past few weeks, and tonight, Doug Ford is not backing down over the hiring of his friend to a top job at the OPP. He spoke to the media for the first time in about 10 days today, standing by Ron Taverner and accusing the media of being slanted.
So, my friends, let's get on to the questions.
The Premier knew what was coming. It's the first time he's spoken to the media since fresh allegations were made by Deputy OPP Commissioner Brad Blair, who was passed over for the job. And there were many questions. Here's what Doug Ford had to say about the allegation his Chief of Staff asked the OPP for a custom-made camper van and that it be kept off the books.
Yeah, that's just a baseless claim without merit. It's just not accurate whatsoever.
So you didn't want a customized van or anything?
No. You know, I asked for if they had a used one.
Ford blasted the letter Blair wrote to the Ombudsman.
This is going to move forward. I could sit here and give you all the items that weren't accurate in that letter, and there's endless ones. I could give you a list of all the police act that was broken throughout that whole letter, but none of you want to report on that. So what I'm going to do, I'm taking the high road.
As for Ron Taverner, Doug Ford is standing by his old friend who gave his resignation to Toronto Police on Friday and then rescinded the resignation Sunday night.
He rescinded it because the review is taking place, and he's not going to sit around for 4 to 6 weeks or however long the review is going to take, doing nothing. We look forward to having Ron Taverner as the commissioner of the OPP.
Taverner is a superintendent and has 50 years on the Toronto Police Force. His appointment to be Ontario's top cop has been controversial because of his close ties to Doug Ford and the fact he didn't initially qualify for the job until the posting was modified and downgraded.
Is Taverner the one thing, though, that you underestimated? Is that your biggest mistake so far as Premier, underestimating the public backlash to this appointment?
Well, again, let's just reverse. I'll take that first statement about public backlash. There's never been a more popular police officer in this province than Ron Taverner. Let's be very clear about that. Everywhere you go, you hear nothing about positive things, accolades coming through like I've never seen before. So I look forward to Ron Taverner becoming the commissioner, and the frontline police officers, the OPP, are more excited than anyone. They're looking forward to actually having a commissioner that cares about the frontline people.
The Integrity Commissioner confirmed in a letter today he will investigate if there was political interference in Taverner's appointment. The NDP are now calling for a full public inquiry. That was rejected, though, by the PCs.
I'm confident that at the end of the day, we will have Ron Taverner as the OPP Commissioner.
The Premier's Q&A with the media lasted 12 minutes and ended with this question.
When was the last time you talked to Ron Taverner?
It was probably last week. You know something? It's a shame. It's a shame. You know something? Do you know what's a real shame? Ron Taverner's a great guy, and how yourself and the media, after a 50-year career of serving the people in the community, that you are chasing this gentleman down like I've never seen. This guy's given his life to policing. Let the review take place, and I can tell you one thing. Once it gets done, he will be the best commissioner the OPP has ever seen. But thank you, and I wish everyone a Merry Christmas. Thank you.
That could be the last news conference Doug Ford gives before the new year. The back-to-work legislation that the government reconvened for to pass back-to-work legislation to prevent a power workers' strike is expected to pass likely on Thursday.